Hey guys, it's me, Carly, coming at you with another video, and I want to talk about the Swan Princess. I just finished watching the movie. It was very good. And for those of you who hate Derek because you think he only fell in love with Odette for her looks, you're wrong. And he is a much better character than Dimitri from Anastasia. Because I just watched that movie like a few weeks back. Maybe it's been a month now. Yeah, so I watched Anastasia. And people seem to only like Dimitri because Dimitri's hot. And Derek isn't necessarily ugly, but Derek does not have a nice haircut. But anyways, how do I like this movie? Well, first off, let's talk about the characters. Prince William, who is Odette's father. I liked him, but where exactly is Odette's mother? So, yeah, he's a good character because he's Odette's father, and I don't really have too much to say about him. Except that he keeps trying to make his daughter marry Derek. And then there's Odette's mother, who is so funny, and she kind of reminds me of the prince's mother, Whoopi Goldberg's character in the Brandy Norwood Cinderella movie, because Whoopi Goldberg plays the Prince Christopher's mother, and like, oh, we're gonna find you a wife, and we're gonna have a ball, and the prince kind of reminds me of Prince Christopher. He's like, no, I want to marry this girl, no more balls, and then of course his mom does this, no more balls, and she's like, Mom, don't do that lip thing. So, yeah. So I liked her. I think she's my favorite side character just because she's so funny and she reminds me of Prince Christopher's mom from the Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella movie. And Prince Derek reminds me of Prince Christopher in the sense that he's over these balls, he likes to explore, and he's over these balls. Yeah, my mind didn't just go to a perverted place or anything. But he's over these royal ball dances. Okay, nope, I'm gonna not... You know what I mean. But, and he truly does love Odette, okay? But he's like, well... Because he has known her since the kids have known each other since they were like, I want to say 5 years old. And it's like, oh, well, I'll kiss her hand, mother. And he's like, blech. And I love how they acted like normal children, not like, oh, she's so pretty. It was more like, oh, she has cooties and he has cooties and she just will not leave us alone. And Not My Idea of Fun was a good song because we got to see them grow up. And I don't care, gawky little Odette is so adorable and precious. I mean, sure, she's kind of an ugly duckling. I see what they did there. They made her look like an ugly duckling for part of her adolescence, and then she was a beautiful swan. Well played. But a lot of people go through the ugly duckling or gawky stage. Excuse me. And, sorry. My mouth's a little dry, so gotta keep some ice on it to moisten it. But where was I? I lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah, Derek. So I like Odette's dad, and I like his mom, Queen Uberta, Uberta. And I did think that Odette and Derek's romance was well done. It's like, you're beautiful, I wish to marry you. And then Odette is like, what else? And he's like, what else? Well, what else is there? And then he's being given a hard time because he's not able to express how he really feels. And finally, when he does make the vow, of course he's tricked into making it to the wrong girl. Although, just one question. Is he the only one who saw the woman who was disguised as Odette as the real Odette? Or did everyone else see the disguised woman as the real Odette? Or was it that everyone else saw the woman disguised as Odette and actually saw her as the way she was, and then Derek was the only one who thought he saw the real Odette? God, that was a confusing question. I really hope that made sense. But Derek he never said he didn't dislike Odette. Or he disliked Odette. He just said, well, I would like her better if she wouldn't win at cards so much, like, because she's always winning at cards. But he never said, oh, yeah, I don't like her at all. Like, saying you would like someone better if, meaning you do like them, but you want to find a way to like them more. So, I like that. And then the villain Rothbart, who is very, well, I mean, I was going to say he's very evil, well, duh, but he's kind of creepy. I mean, his song is called, his number, the villain song is No More Mr. Nice Guy, and then I'm like, when exactly were you a nice guy? Like, how can you be no more of something if you were not any of it in the first place? Like, you were never a nice guy. You threatened a villain. I'm getting really tongue-tied in this video, so just bear with me. You threatened you threatened an entire kingdom. You killed the princess's father. And you turned the princess into a swan. And you keep sexually harassing her, asking her, will you marry me? You keep asking her the same question and thinking you'll get a different result. Excuse me. But you don't take no for an answer, and you are keeping her cursed. You trick the prince into confessing his love to another woman that he thought was Odette. And then she reveals her face, which gave me Snow White witch vibes, so that was pretty cool. But I'm just like, dude, why is your song called No More Mr. Nice Guy? I read way too much into things, but I don't care. I'm a little bit over-analytical at times. But you were never a nice guy. Like, nah. And the animation, I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not like, I was in awe of Odette's transformations, but it wasn't like any, the animation was nothing like Anastasia's animation, who I thought had much more beautiful animation. And I love most of Odette's outfits. And I love Odette as a character just because she's so sassy. She's like, well, can I marry you? Will you marry me? It's like, I'll never be your bride. Oh, and if I get to the ball, you're going to have to kill me. Kill me first. Then I'm just like, ah, Odette. And then finally Derek does profess his love and does say the things he likes about her. Like, I love you. I love the fact that I love your kindness. And I forgot what else, but he lists the things he loves about her besides the fact that you're beautiful. So people hating on Derek for saying he only liked Odette for her looks, as my boyfriend once would say, kiss my grits, because that is just simply not true. And then people shit on people shit on Derek for things they should be shitting on Dimitri for, because at least Derek actually made an effort to go find Odette, and he actually put in the effort to prove he loved her, not just said, "Oh, I love you." But Dimitri, on the other hand, Anya went from like poor orphan girl to put on a nice, beautiful dress and like put her hair in a low ponytail, and suddenly Dimitri's in love like that. But at least, and unlike Dimitri, Derek didn't try to hire lookalikes to fool the king. Unlike Dimitri trying to hire lookalikes for Anastasia to try and fool the Duchess. So, yeah, Dimitri's a douchey character, but he's much handsomer than Odette. But Derek is... Did I say Odette? He's much handsomer than Derek. I don't know if handsomer is a word. But he's not as good a character as Derek. Derek is a better character. Dimitri is just better looking. That's just my personal opinion. And yeah, I didn't think I was going to do a comparison to Anastasia and Odette. But as far as the love story goes and the characters, I prefer the Swan Princess love story over Anastasia's love story, because Dimitri and Anastasia just felt kind of rushed. But at least with Derek and Odette, they at least have a long history together. Well, technically Anastasia and Dimitri do too. But I like the Swan Princess better. And Dimitri's best friend, Brahmer, I think is his name. If that's not correct, put it down in the comments. Is hilarious, because I feel like there is always the prince who's suave and charismatic and just like likes to clown around, but he's like such a ladies' man. And then they have their less handsome, geeky, dorky best friend, kind of like Gaston, who, well, he technically isn't a prince, but he's a suave, handsome man. But not Gaston, but Brahmer is kind of a pudgy dork who, like, if he were a modern character, he'd be like a total gamer nerd. Sorry if this is really obnoxious. I hate when people like eat on camera and chew because it's annoying. And my mouth is really dry. He would be like a total geeky nerd type dude. And Derek would be kind of a jock dude who doesn't really care what anyone thinks. And the frog, and then Puffin is, or the bird Puffin, whatever kind of bird he is, he was a funny character. I really like Speed the turtle, or I think he's a tortoise actually. He was actually pretty funny. Like, well, my friends call me Speed. But the frog, you gotta love the frog. He was very persistent in what he wanted, and he was kind of arrogant and stupid, but his stupidity and his arrogance is what made him charming, because not a lot of characters can pull off stupidity and have it be charming. So those characters were fun. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed this movie, and I enjoyed the romance actually. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the video. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And thank you for putting up with me showing my ice. And until next time, have a good one.